Hey everyone, it's PewDiePie here. Wait, what? This intro feels wrong. A bit too upbeat? Whatever, let's just jump into this. Today we're going back in time to 2002, a legendary year for gaming, to revisit the top 5 RPGs that still hold up today. We're talking about games that made you forget to eat, sleep, and shower. Not that any of us need a reminder about that last one. Get ready for some serious nostalgia. Hey everyone, it's PewDiePie here. Today we're diving into the top 5 RPGs of 2002 that you absolutely can't miss. Let's get started. First up, we have The Elder Scrolls III: Morrowind. This game, man, this game was something else. Imagine stepping out into this massive alien world for the first time. Giant mushrooms, creepy swamps, volcanoes. Morrowind didn't hold your hand. You were thrown into this crazy world and expected to figure it out. And the lore? Don't even get me started on the lore. It was so deep and complex with all these weird factions and prophecies. It felt like you were reading a fantasy novel, except you were actually living in it. Sure, the combat was a bit clunky, but who cares when you're exploring ancient ruins and battling giant armored crabs? Morrowind was a true RPG experience, the kind they don't make anymore. It demanded your attention, your imagination, and your patience. And you know what? It was totally worth it. Next up is Kingdom Hearts, a game that, on paper, sounds completely insane. I mean, Disney characters teaming up with Final Fantasy characters to fight darkness? What even? But somehow it just worked. Kingdom Hearts had this charm to it, this weird, wonderful mix of childhood nostalgia and surprisingly deep storytelling. You've got Donald Duck as a mage, Goofy as a knight, and you're running around with a giant keyblade fighting off shadowy creatures. And the music? Absolute bangers. Every world you visited had its own iconic theme, perfectly capturing the Disney magic. Kingdom Hearts wasn't afraid to get emotional either. It had its dark moments, its sad moments, and it really resonated with players. Plus, you gotta admit, beating down enemies with a giant key is pretty damn satisfying. Now let's talk about Neverwinter Nights. This game was a game changer for D&D fans. It took the classic tabletop experience and brought it to the digital world with stunning detail. Remember gathering your friends, rolling dice, and arguing over the rules? Neverwinter Nights let you do all that, but with better graphics and less chance of someone spilling their Mountain Dew on the character sheets. But the real magic of Neverwinter Nights was the Aurora toolset. This thing let you create your own adventures, your own worlds, your own stories. Want to make a dungeon-crawling adventure with a talking chicken as the final boss? Go for it. Neverwinter Nights gave players the tools to be the dungeon masters of their own digital domains, and that was revolutionary. It created a thriving modding community that kept the game alive for years, and it's still considered one of the best RPGs of all time. Suikoden 3, man. This game was all about choices, consequences, and a whole lot of political intrigue. You weren't just some random hero saving the world. You were thrown into the middle of a complex war with multiple perspectives. Remember that feeling when you realized your choices actually mattered? That's Suikoden 3 in a nutshell. Every decision you made, every alliance you forged, had a real impact on the story and the fate of the world. And then there's the whole 108 Stars of Destiny thing. Suikoden 3 let you recruit a massive cast of characters, each with their own unique abilities and backstories. Building your army felt like assembling a team of superheroes, each with their own quirks and personalities. Finally, we have Final Fantasy IX, the game that took the series online and changed everything. This was back when MMOs were still a new thing, and Final Fantasy IX was like stepping into a whole new world. Remember those late-night grinding sessions with your friends? The epic boss battles that took hours to complete? The feeling of finally getting that rare drop after weeks of farming? Final Fantasy IX was more than just a game. It was a social experience. It was about forging friendships, building communities, and creating memories that would last a lifetime. It paved the way for the MMOs we know and love today, and it holds a special place in the hearts of many gamers. And there you have it, my friends. The top 5 RPGs of 2002 that still deserve a playthrough today. These games weren't just pixels on a screen. They were adventures, escapes, and shared experiences that left a lasting impact on gaming. So if you're looking for a nostalgic trip back to a simpler time, when games were tougher, stories were deeper, and grinding was a way of life, do yourself a favor and check out these classics. That's it for me. Keep it real, stay awesome, and don't forget to subscribe. Brofist, that's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content. See you next time.